Let's go now. 50 yards. Check 53. Come on. You better bring it.
On first down, it's Haskins. And his first pass is incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Olivier Vernon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Haskins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, 52 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Browns 0. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Set, 180. 53, Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Mayfield now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Haskins. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Where we go?
They go play action now. Haskins. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Watch the shit.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Thompson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
That's why you fly to the ball.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Intended for Adrian Peterson. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Run. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
That's
answer.
cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Haskins will throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Haskins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
You must be point it right. Check.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
58 for Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To Thompson on the draw. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A toss play to Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
51's the mic. Hey, 133.
Play fake. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight down.
And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
At the 36-yard line.
180! Get the ball.
From the 36, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. He hits Landry. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go,
And again, it's Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Run. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. AP still got it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 37 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.